everyone, it is Maria Young here and welcome back to my channel. Now if you are brand new to this channel, welcome, and I do hope that you guys will visit often. Now today guys, I have a fabulous mega haul for you guys that we did do in Miami. So I'm going to be sharing that with you guys today. Yes guys, we did make quite a lovely trip out to Miami. I was actually there visiting my family members, but since I was in the mecca of garden centers and nurseries in Miami, you guys do know I had to stop at least one nursery, right? We indeed did, and the nursery that we stopped by was at Nature's Tapestry, of which the owner is a friend and a vendor that we did meet at the Miami International Orchid Festival. And his booth, I gotta tell you, had so many fabulous exotics and tropicals, very interesting and very rare plants, including Aroids and also some other mysterious plants that I had never seen before. So you guys know I had to stop by his nursery, and I actually got some footage there. It was a very short trip, but hopefully I'll be back again soon and I can do a more thorough tour. So let's go ahead and take a trip down memory lane, shall we? Of course we shall. Bam, 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 and boom. And this right here, my friends, are the Jose Bonos. And I don't know, you can't even get this whole thing in the frame. But look how huge that is. It is ginormous, folks. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. You see my hand, how tiny it is compared to this huge leaf. Okay guys, so now that you've seen some footage from the nursery, we're gonna go ahead and get this haul party started off right by showing you my most favorite one of them all. This is it right here. Oh my goodness. And I do gotta ask you guys, do you recognize what this is? Do ya? With the fenestrations and all of those extreme splits in the leaves right there. Now, if you guess that this is a philodendron, you are absolutely wrong-o. And if you guess that this is an alocasia, you are absolutely righto. This is an Alocasia Nishihira, believe it or not. That's right. Hard to believe that this right here with these fenestrated leaves is an alocasia. Unheard of, guys. And when I seen this, I absolutely fell in love with it and I had to get it. So beautiful of a plant. And I gotta show you what I do love the most about this is look at the petioles on this mamma jamma. This has such extreme modeling patterns on the actual stem area of this alocasia, and it reminds me much like the Zebrina on this one. Do you see it? Do you see how beautiful and dramatic those petioles are? And what I do love also is the fact that this actually has 1 and 2 plants within this pot. So therefore, yes indeed, this will give quite a beautiful and spectacular display. This Alocasia Nishihira, my dream come true. And what we have next, guys, is this Anthurium right here, which is the Anthurium Chipense. And taking a look at those beautiful leaves right there, you will see that it is very elongated, very slender, and somewhat of a triangular shape. And as this matures, this will get even longer, more slender, and it will have quite a sword-like quality to it. Definitely an interesting and beautiful shape on this Anthurium Chipense. And take a look-see, guys. I actually got 3 of these right here. And this is the variegated Birkins that I'm showing you. And I know, they don't quite look like them. I mean, on some of them, you can see the stripes beginning to come in. But these are little babies. They're still in their infantile stages, so they have not grown into their very striped, very variegated leaves quite yet. But indeed, they will come. So I'm very excited to watch those variegations come in and see those very interesting markings on these. And these are very trendy, very popular plants because of just how beautiful they will become. So I'm very, very excited to get these Birkins right here. And again, I have 3 of them. So you can look forward to perhaps having 2 that may be up for trade. Stay tuned, guys. You never do know. And I'm very excited about this one right here. Do you guys recognize this very huge heart-shaped and very rippled leaves right here? What a nice pattern that the veinings make on this. It's just so awesome. I love the broad face that it has. So chubby and so cute. This is the Philodendron Pastazanum. And what I do love about the Pastazanum is the fact that they have these very large and in charge leaves. And guys, if you think this is large, this is nothing in comparison to just how large they can get. I mean, they get humongous. Dunga wonga. And right here, guys, is a larger Pastazanum that I do have, as you can see. And again, this is still not as large as it can get, but definitely wanted to give you an example of just how large they can become. And this one in particular, I think, has about 10 or close to 15 leaves on here. It's all the way in the back, as you can see. I mean, sprawled throughout, but this can get rather large and grow in masses, so definitely beautiful. And I'm so excited about this one because if you can see, this actually has 3 growths on here. Wowee. But not only that, folks, you know what? I actually have 2 of them. That's right. And this one in particular, take a look-see, very beautiful again. This one has 2 growths. So I am very excited about these Pastazanums right here. Very beautiful. And I'm actually thinking of growing some of these in the ground. So this is kind of my safety net. In case one doesn't work, I'll still have another. So yes, wish me luck, guys. But indeed, very beautiful. These indeed are creepy crawlers that grow on the ground. So I'm so excited to see them grow naturally in my garden, right directly in the ground. We'll see, guys. And we have this cutie pie right here, which is a Philodendron Stenelobium. And if you take a look at these very glossy, very triangular leaves, this is actually still in juvenile form. So these are going to get larger, more elongated, and very spear-like in shape. But indeed, this is a beautiful one, this Philodendron Stenelobium. And do you guys recognize this one right here? I mean, do you? Of course you do. This is very trendy, very popular, and a very well-known plant as the Black Raven ZZ plant. And as you can see, it is quite beautiful with its very dark and intense leaves, having that very nice darkened tinge appearing to be black, hence the name. And what I do love most is the very lush leaves that it has, very, very glossy and very shiny, and also very slippery smooth. So definitely a beautiful and interesting plant, this Black Raven ZZ. Here we have the Anthurium Cobra. Yes, this is a bird's nest type of Anthurium, and as you're seeing, oh my goodness, I do love the imprinting of those veins within the leaves. This is also a very shiny, very glossy one, but this is so thick in its texture. I mean, if you were to bend it back, I do fear that it would snap. That's how thick and waxy these beautiful leaves are. And what I do love most, it's so cute, it's so phenomenal, is if you take a look, can you guys see it? Let's see if I could get a closer view for you. But right there is the new leaf. As you can see, it's very dark maroon in color. Definitely an interesting color. As it begins to come out, it's gonna have that very nice and intense and very dramatic look. This is the Anthurium Cobra, a very interesting bird's nest type of Anthurium. Speaking of bird's nest, guys, we have yet another Anthurium type. This is called the Big Bird, and if we take a look at that. That is what I love most about these leaves right here. They're very long and very elongated in shape. But if you can see right there, do you see those veinings in here? Very intense eggplant purple veining on these leaves, and it makes it so wonderful. Now, if you see right here, this is a newly formed leaf or unfurled leaf, let's say, and it has a very lime green color, and you're not seeing that purple yet, but again, as it grows into full maturity, you will begin to see those dramatic purple veinings in here. This is the Anthurium Big Bird. And this one right here, guys, I gotta tell you, I'm so excited about. This was actually given to me as a freebie gift, and this one in particular, I love it so much for the simple fact that on the petioles itself, it has 4 growth points. So when this grows out, it should be such a very lush and wonderful display of an Anthurium. And this particular one right here is an Anthurium pedido radiatum, also known as the finger Anthurium, and they come out so beautiful with all of their beautiful fingers. Indeed, I'm so excited to get this one. So very beautiful once it grows out. And oh man, I got one for myself. Take a look-see at this one right here. How glorious is this large leaf right here? Well, obviously it's very glorious. Everyone else thinks so because this has been named as the Gloriosum. Very rightfully named, I might add. And what I do love most about this right here is so small in comparison to just how large they can get. And of course, that beautiful heart-shaped leaf. And definitely the most striking feature is the intense veining that it has within the leaf as well. Very, very beautiful. And as you can see on this plant right here, it does have a large leaf that is about to unfurl, and it does have another growth point on the other side. So this is actually going to give quite a beautiful display in its heart-shaped, very broad-faced and very beautiful leaf. And this one right here, guys, is very large and in charge philodendron that can barely fit into the screen. This is a Philodendron Sagittifolium, and as you can see, it has that very long, very slender, elongated leaves, and it does come to a very sharpened point right there. And of course, this is going to get larger, it's going to get longer, and the leaves are going to get a bit more rippled on the edges, so it gives quite a nice Very glossy display, very beautiful, very lush plant, as you can see. And this plant is known to be an aggressive climber, guys, and also an aggressive grower as well, known to grow several feet, climbing into your tree, and several feet within a year. How awesome is that? Now again, this is a Sagittifolium, but I'm not quite sure if it's a hybrid, because the very unusual feature about this one in particular, I'm not quite sure how well you can see it, but it does have a tinging of red on here. I think this one shows up a little bit better. Can you see that? So indeed, this may be a hybrid, because normally they don't have that red tinging that this one right here does. But regardless, guys, this is very beautiful, and that red tinging just adds a beautiful effect to these beautiful glossy and very long leaves. And this one right here, guys, I actually don't know what the heck it is. You guys might have to help me out on this one. So this was labeled as an Anthurium kind of question mark, because we don't know. He didn't know what it was. It's one of those species that you do not hardly see. At least I've never seen this before. Now again, it's labeled as Anthurium, but if you take a look at the actual stem itself, it does not look like an Anthurium to me. It looks more like a Philodendron, but of course I am not absolutely positively sure. Again, help me out. And as you can see, this is not trilobed, but it is 5-lobed. Does that make any sense? It has 5 lobes on the leaves, and it has somewhat of an umbrella shape to this, and the leaves are actually pretty broad shaped. And I know there's another philodendron that, or is it an Anthurium? I think it's a Philodendron Gloriosum, not quite sure on that name, but they do have one that is similar, but guys, it still looks very different to this one right here. You can see the imprinting of the veinings in here, definitely texturized leaf right there. So it is somewhat different, guys. If you guys know what this is, please let me know. I couldn't pass it up. I thought it was so beautiful, so unique as a philodendron, which I'm thinking, and I just had to swoop this up. I couldn't leave this one behind. So interested to see how this will grow. You guys know the leaves normally will grow far larger on philodendrons, and as juveniles to adults, they transform in so many ways. And there you have it, folks. That is my fabulous mega plant haul. Now you guys are gonna have to let me know exactly what you guys thought of this haul, and also let me know which one of these were your favorite. And if you have any of these and you have some tips for me, make sure you guys also post those comments below. And I do gotta tell you guys, I absolutely love this nursery so much because of the variety of plants that they had. They had very tropical, very exotic, very mysterious plants. As a matter of fact, he had some plants that he did not know what they were because they had not been identified or registered yet. So it's quite a great treasure find of plants there. Now, if you guys do want to visit his nursery, you have to contact him first. He does have a lot of work and projects that are taking place at his nursery, so you definitely have to get in contact with him and set up an appointment. And I'll go ahead and post that information. Should be down below right there. You see his number? Well, give him a call first. Now, I do have to tell you, this is going to be my last actual nursery tour in quite a while, and also my last haul in quite a while again, for the simple fact, you know, just so many things are happening and we do have to take our safety precautions. So I am going to be working in my garden. I'm going to be enjoying all of the plants that I already have and really getting to know them, and just really appreciating life in general with the beauty that still surrounds us. I'm going to keep a positive mindset, and I definitely am going to have one that is sound and stable and healthy, guys. So make sure you guys do the same. Appreciate and love your plants and the people that matter most to you. And there you have it, folks. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another episode of my orchid and also my plant adventures. And I'm hoping that you guys will stay tuned to many, many more. And with that being said, I'll see you guys later, and I'll also grow with you guys later on my next adventure. See you guys later. Peace.